Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys aren't familiar with my channel, my name is Patience. I have a 5-year-old daughter named Paradise, hence my name channel is Patience in Paradise. This is the part 2 to the dating a guy from Ghana. If you guys haven't seen the first part, I'll go ahead and link it, and then you guys can catch up with that, and then now you guys can check out the second part. So I think last when I talked about everything, I kind of left off with my birthday trip, and we had already got there. But I'm going to fast forward, rewind back a little bit, because I missed a lot of stuff. And these are just like more things that just was irritating. So what I'm going to go back to is when I picked him up at the airport. Before that, I had told you guys that he had left to go to Ghana for like 2 weeks. So when he went to Ghana, he went and picked out some stuff for me, and he said I was too picky. He even went as far as to the point to say, my friends, all of my friends said that you are just way too picky, and that it's hard for you to find stuff. Like he just kept going on and on. So then he comes back. I pick him up from the airport. I told y'all that awkward situation, which is weird of me picking him up. Picked him up from the airport. We then go to his house. I spend the whole night with him. Wake up that next morning. Some told me just go and look in his bag, because he still had all his bag of like all the stuff that he bought, and he hadn't really unpacked or anything yet. Cause mind you, I just picked him up from the airport. I go and I pick him up. I go and I look through his bag, and I notice a bracelet's in there. I'm like, okay, like why is a bracelet on there? In there, and it says Kelly. I'm like, okay. So I didn't say anything at first. And then I'm just like, let me be smart about it. So I looked at him and I said, so hey, like, I know you bought me some stuff back from Ghana. What did you buy some of the people at your job and stuff? And he was like, I bought this for the guys and da-da-da-da. So then he goes to his manager, Kelly. And he's like, I bought her this shirt. I bought her 2 shirts. I bought her a scarf. I bought her something else. And then failed to mention the bracelet. So I'm like, I just walked past his suitcase. I'm like, what's this? Oh, this is pretty. He like, oh, I had brought that bracelet is for my manager Kelly. Oh, so you bought her like 6 things, and then you bought her a bracelet on top of that. Like that blew me as well. That was one of the reasons why I was irritated as well, because you thought it was cool for you to buy your manager all this stuff, but then you had such a hard time trying to find something for me, and then barely got me anything. But clearly you wouldn't got her stuff way ahead of time. That was one of the things that pissed me off. So I skipped all of this. He likes to cook. I guess that's one of his like love languages or whatever. So he is very big on his food from Ghana. Like the man loves to cook all his different types of food and stuff from Ghana. So I'm like, okay, cool. One day we go over there, he cooks. The food was good and everything. And then I'm like, okay, boom, I'm gonna cook something. I go and I make this beef stew from scratch, because I can cook too. I can cook my ass off for real. Everybody that know me know I can cook. And so I go and I cook him some food. He's like, the man picks the spoon up to try it, and he's like this. He's like my food nasty or something. Like that pissed me off too. And then I made cornbread with it, because who not gonna make beef stew? You're not making cornbread with it. And so he goes and he's just nibbling on the cornbread. I'm like, what you doing? He's I just like to taste the cornbread. I just want to see what it tastes like, and I'm tasting on the side. I'm like, okay. I'm like, so are you gonna eat it? He's like, no, I can't. He's like, what? You expect me to eat this like this? I said, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Like, how else are you supposed to eat beef stew? He's like, I had to have rice with it. Which, I understand that that's like a thing in Africa. They always have like rice. They have fufu. They have I don't know what the other one is called, like gari or something like that, but with plantains, all that type of stuff. Like they have to have an extra like starch or something to go with like their main stews and stuff like that. But I told him, I'm like, well, you can eat the cornbread with it. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you eat chili, you put your cornbread in your chili. You know what I'm saying? Like you do it like that, and you add hot sauce or whatever the case. So I'm like, you do it like that? He's, I can't do it like that. I can't, no, I can't do it like that. I'm like, all right, whatever. So it was just like stuff like that. And even another time when I cooked for him, he's just like, well, I don't like broccoli, or I don't like this, or I don't. He was just too picky for me. Like, it pissed me off. I'm like, and you're the guy, and you way more picky than me. But I swear up and down, y'all, he thought his food was the best food in the world, which it wasn't even all that. Wasn't even all that, because there was a couple times I ate his food. I'm like, I don't really like it. Whatever the case. So let's jump back to, because I'm trying to make sure I don't forget anything. We'll just jump back to me being on vacation. I think we left off at me going to the bar. When I went to the bar, no, almost forgot. So he booked the trip, told y'all everything about that, how that went. When we finally got to the airport in Miami, everything was, finally got to the airport in Chicago to board to go to Miami. Everything was cool. We got on the plane. Why did he not book our seats together? So I'm sitting up here, I'm just wondering why he acting funny the whole time when we get on the plane, and he's just like, I'm just gonna sit right here with you. I'm like, what you mean? You bought the ticket to sit with me, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So then he's like, but I might have to get up and move. I'm like, so you didn't book our seats together? He was like, well, I mean, the way I had like a travel guide agent or whatever, and he booked it, but he didn't book, whatever the case he was talking about, y'all. So he's sitting next to me, and then here comes a father and his son, and he's like, you're in our seats, and he gonna tell me, he's like, you want to stay here and you want the window seat? Obviously, why would I get up and move my seat if you booked it wrong? Why would I get up and then go move to the other seat that you're supposed to be in when I'm in the window seat? Like, it was stuff like that just got on my nerves, y'all. So didn't book our seats together. We land, I think I told y'all all about that. Let's fast forward to the bar. The bar was garbage. The dude who made the drinks was just he just didn't know what he was doing. Let's rewind for a minute. And I know I'm all over the place with this. Please, y'all, just catch up with me. Watch part 1. Y'all gonna understand what I'm saying. So when we land, I told you I was in the hotel was shitty. I was freezing in the room. I look at him, he's like, you want to switch hotels in the morning? I'm like, okay, cool, that makes sense. That'll be great. I'm like, we're gonna switch hotels in the morning, everything gonna be smooth. Wake up the next morning, I'm starting to pack my stuff up a little bit, because I really didn't unpack for real. But I just gathered like little stuff I had on the nightstand and whatnot. And he's like, I'm like, what you doing? He's like, I'm starting to get ready for my meetings and stuff. I'm like, aren't we switching hotels this morning? He's like, no, of course not. I'm working. I said, so when did you tell this to me? He was like, oh, I thought I told you. When did you think that you told me that? When we've been together this whole time. When did you think that you told me that? I said, no, you didn't. I'm under the impression that we switching hotels this morning. He's like, no, we just gonna stay here because my meeting's in a few hours. I'm not trying to do all that. So I go downstairs, I get me a drink from the bar. The bar was shitty. Dude didn't know how to make drinks. I'm like, okay, whatever. Come back upstairs. I sit in the bed. I'm drinking my drink or whatever. I walk around the hotel for a little bit. They finally cleaned the pool, because the pool was dirty the day that we arrived. Like, shit was all over the place. I'm like, that's nasty. So they finally cleaned everything, which I get it. It was like a storm. I think they said it was storming for like a couple, like maybe a week, 2 weeks or something prior to us getting there. So I walk around the hotel, look at everything, walk down a little strip, because and the hotel that we stayed at, the beach was right there, which was Miami Beach. You could just walk from the hotel, open up the little gate, and you're out on the little strip, and then there's the beach. So I walked down there for a minute, walked back, and then came back upstairs, and he's like, he's about to start his meeting. Mind you, he said he wanted me to leave while he had his little meeting, whatever. I take my clothes off for a minute. I'm laying down in bed, I'm drinking my drink. I'm laying in bed listening to my music. I start writing music and stuff, and then I doze off. And then he comes waking me up and shit. Hey, we gotta go. I'm like, what are you talking about? Why are you waking me up like this while I'm sleeping? He's like, I told you that we was gonna leave and stuff after I finish my meet. Okay, well, you can wake me up in a more peaceful manner than that, because you was doing too much with that. So he woke me up. I'll hop in the shower real quick. I go and I get changed. I put on my swimsuit. I was real cute. If I can, I'll insert pictures or whatever. But no, I won't insert pictures because I deleted those because he was pissing me off. But I was cute. So then I put on my swimsuit and stuff. And mind you, it's a swimsuit. Like, of course it's gonna be revealing, and I had a cover up over it. And he's like, wow, this is the most revealing you ever dressed, and you always saying that you don't like to you know, because mind you, I said I'm modest. He's like, you always said you don't like to show your body and stuff, but you showing it out here. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm showing it out here because we're on vacation. What do you do when you're on vacation? Like, be serious. So walked down to the beach, went back and forth. It was cool. I was like, okay, we spending some time together. Finally, we go spend time together on the beach. Boom, not even 5 minutes, this nigga whips out his phone, gets to talking all this shit, talking to all his people from Ghana and shit. I don't know what they saying. So I'm just sitting on the beach. He pulls out the little beach chairs. We laying down there for a while and everything, chilling. He on the phone the whole time, y'all, on the phone the whole time. I'm just with an attitude. I'm irritated because I'm just like, you spent no time with me on the trip. Like, this is crazy, whatever. But I mean, I wasn't really tripping off of it for real because I was kind of over him anyways. Mind you, I had already broke up with him 2 times prior to this. So baby, you was on your last leg at this point. So I'm like, I'm ready to go. You know, it was starting getting late, and we had plans to go to dinner that night because, mind you, that was the last night we was gonna be there. So we got up, walked around for a little bit, went back, and we went to go plan out what we was gonna eat. So got back to the room. We sitting down there just looking up places, and I found a nice ass restaurant, but we had to Uber there, which, I mean, not a big deal, but I guess he ain't want to pay for Uber, whatever. So he's just like, you know, we should walk. I'm like, whatever. But, you know, I ain't really minded because I'm just like, you know, we could just walk around. He ain't really been in Miami like that, so he could walk around and look at the scenery and stuff. So we go and do that. I mean, we planned for that. So he found this restaurant. He looked it up. He found this restaurant. He say it's like a 10-minute walk, which, I mean, not bad, especially we on vacation. So I'm like, cool. So I go and get dressed and everything. He get dressed. I'm real cute. He packed 1 pair of clothes, y'all. 1 pair of clothes and kept wearing that same fucking outfit. Whatever. Mind you, I had like 4 change of clothes. I had 4 different outfits. I'm a female. I mean, I get it. But at least as a guy, you should at least have 2. 1 formal and 1 daytime. The man still had the same clothes on he had when we went to the airport. So maybe he changed his shirt. Maybe. I don't remember. Wasn't paying attention like that. That should tell you something. So we left out. Was walking down the street. It was nice. As we're walking, you know, we checking out the scenery and everything. He's just like, oh, this is so nice and everything like that. And I'm like, yeah. So we steady walking and walking. I'm like, damn, it's kind of far. And I had on some cute shoes, but they wasn't really like walking shoes like that. 'Cause I didn't really think we was gonna be walking like that. So I'm walking. We finally get to where the restaurant was supposed to be. Supposed to be. I go and I look, and I'm just like, where is it? He's like, I guess they closed because it's not here. So you mean to tell me we didn't walk 10 minutes to here and the restaurant wasn't here? You didn't think to call? You didn't think to check Google Maps to see open or the hours? Nothing. So I take it upon myself to Google it myself. This idiot, I don't know what GPS he was looking at, but the restaurant that we were supposed to go to was 20-minute drive. It was not no 10-minute walk. So I don't know where he got that from. Whatever. So he's like, well, it's this restaurant that's in this hotel because they have like, you know, like little hotels that have like a bunch of chain restaurants in the hotel. So it was like it was probably like a good 3, maybe 2 restaurants in there. It was 2 restaurants in there. So we're like, we'll just walk to the hotel. It's like 6 minutes away. No, it was 10 minutes back. And an additional 6 minutes. So we walk in 16 minutes. Well, I mean, if we was going to walk that long, we should just walk to that restaurant that was 26-minute drive. But whatever, it would have been a longer walk. So we go and we walk to that to the new restaurant. And I'm just irritated at this point because my feet hurt. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I ain't ate shit all day. I was drinking. I'm like, come on now. Some gotta give. And I don't even think I ate anything that morning because, no, we had breakfast. But I didn't eat nothing else because I'm just saving my appetite for when we go to the restaurant. So we go to the restaurant. On the way to the restaurant, he's just like looking at all the nice Airbnbs and all the boats and all that stuff. He's like, man, see, we should have booked here. We should have went to this one. We should have booked that Airbnb. We should have did this. Why are you telling me what we should have did, knowing that our hotel shitty? Knowing that our hotel is shitty, and you pissing me off even more. You don't even know he's pissing me off at this point. I'm just like, wow. What a way to really piss me off right now. So get to the hotel. He says he wants the steakhouse place, which I have my appetite on the steakhouse place too, because that's what we said we were going. That's where we said we was going. We get there. The lady's like, well, it's a 30-minute wait. I had no problem with waiting for real, but he's hungry. His fat ass hungry and shit. So he's like, no, I'm gonna go to the other restaurant. So it was another restaurant in there. So we decided to just go and try the other restaurant. Went down there. It was just giving the vibe of like a pub. And I'm like, I'm not finna be sitting up here dressed all cute and I'm going to like a tavern / pub / bar. Like, that's what it felt like. And I'm getting irritated. And I'm just like, I don't really want to go here. And so she go and seat us. She seat us at a table, smack in the middle of everything. And the way my dress was set up, it was like my ass crack was showing peekaboo right at the top. And I'm trying to like pull it up the whole time. I'm like, I wanted like a booth or something like that, or like someplace that was a little more secluded, so I'm not just sitting up here with half of my butt out and everything. I was cold too. And I'm just sitting there like irritated, because I'm just like, okay, let me just chill. Let me just think this through. Maybe it's just me. Let me just chill for a minute. And he just steady nagging me. What you gonna pick? What you gonna pick? I'm like, I don't know yet. I don't see anything that I want. How do you not see anything that you want on here? I see everything. I actually found something that I want. Wow, you actually found something you want, because you're the most picky person ever. Wow. Okay, so whatever. I really don't care. So I'm just getting more irritated. And I get frustrated fast. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that in my last videos, but I have a short temper. But so I'm just sitting there trying to chill out. I'm like, all right. He asked me again. He's like, what you gonna get? I'm like, I'm just probably not gonna get anything. Like, you could just order what you want. He's like, you want me to order my food and then we go back to the other restaurant? I say, so what's the point of you ordering your food and then we go back to the other restaurant and I'm sitting there eating and you're not? Like, he was okay, irritating. So then I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I'm just gonna order a drink and then you order your food. He's like, I don't want to eat without you. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, can we just go? I said, I just don't want to. I'm just like, you know what? Just let me just sit here. You order your food and that's it. The man gets up and walks off. I said, where you going? I'm going to go to the other restaurant. All right, cool. We go to the other restaurant. I'm sitting there and he just got an attitude. I looked at the menu. It's expensive. I mean, it's a steakhouse. It's regular prices for real. So he just looked like, he was just getting my. And so I asked him, I'm like, what you finna eat? He don't say nothing. So you're ignoring me? And the lady comes by, brings us our water, and she's like, what do you want to eat? I'm like, I don't know yet. Give us a few minutes. And then I'm like, so you not gonna say nothing? Still not saying nothing. I said, you know what? I want to go home. Meaning, like, I want to leave tonight. I want to go home. So I get up and the lady comes back. Are you guys gonna eat? I said, no, we're not. He's like, do I have to pay for the water? She's like, no. So then he starts drinking the water. And then the lady comes by and snatched the water up. I'm like, everything just irked me. So we have this long ass walk back home. Walking all the way back home. And he's just pissy, just in some type of mood, whatever. So go back. We don't say nothing to each other. I'm sitting on the bed laying down. And he's just like, well, I'm going to order some food from this one place. Do you want to think? No. Like, just leave me alone. Stop talking to me, because you irking me. So then we go to sleep. Don't say nothing. Breakfast come. Go downstairs, eat breakfast real quick, because we have to go hurry up and get to the airport to catch our flight. Sitting through breakfast. Not saying a word. And he just still with this funky ass attitude, just irritating. So then I'm like, it's just like little stuff here and there, but mind you, the whole time he's still on the phone. So then we finally we get on the airplane. Second plane tickets he didn't book together, but then decided to book them together on the way home. At this point, I'd rather them been separate because I don't want to sit by you. So then he's just like, this is how he finally opens up to talk. He's like, yeah, so we got to talk about this when we get back home because you made me skip out on my food last night. What the fuck? What is wrong with you? I go off on him because I'm not gonna play these games. I'm telling him what you want to talk about. We're not gonna talk about it right. No, because we are. Because you're not gonna bring up some stuff right now and think that we're not gonna talk about it right now. How you bring up an argument and say we'll talk about it later? I don't have time for that goofy ass shit. We're gonna talk about it now. I don't want to talk about it. Silence on the way home. We didn't really say much. Then we go back, get in the car, drive all the way back home, go back to his house, everything. Sitting there. We go and get food. I'm sitting, he pissed me off with the food too. I'm trying to think about what happened. He pissed me off with the food. I go and I get my food. And I'm sitting, I got some Mediterranean food. He talking about he want to go make his little egg stew or whatever the shit. He go make his food at home. I say, he's like, are you gonna eat your food? I say, yeah, but I'm waiting for you. And I'm not gonna eat your food. Why would I want to eat your food? I'm cooking. I said, why would I expect you to eat my food? I said, I'm waiting for your food to be done so we can eat together. He's, oh, okay, it's gonna be a minute. I said, okay. So then his food finally done. We sitting down, we eating together. He eating my food. Oh, I thought you didn't want none. So he's sitting there eating my food, sitting there for a minute, and then he over there watching TV jumps back on the phone. So I pack up all my stuff and I leave. Then I call him back. I say, you know, I'm just over this whole situation. Like, we can just call it quits from here. I'll come back and get my stuff, and then I'm done with the situation. Walk back up to his crib, grab my stuff, left back out. I don't think that you should have handled this situation in that manner. Whatever the hell he said, y'all, whatever. I don't even know. Fell off, whatever. So I cut it off at that point. I sent him some messages. Hey, can I come and get my stuff? Because I had just bought like a electric razor and some more shit I had bought. Left it over at his crib. Because when I grabbed my shit, I did not know where I had put my razor and stuff. His ass hid it. I know he did, crazy psycho ass. So whatever. Didn't say anything for days. So then he finally calls me. He's like, hey, which I might even be saying this wrong because I don't really remember for real. But why is it blinking like that? I don't know. But I'm just like, okay, I'll come in. He finally reaches out and he's like, you can come and get your stuff. I'm like, okay. So I come over there. Mind you, I had got sick and everything. I just was not feeling good. But I was like, I'll just go over here and grab my stuff real quick. I'll go upstairs to get my stuff. I walk through the door. I'm still being nice. I take my shoes off, which I should have just walked in that bitch and not even took my shoes off if I would have known the type of BS I was finna encounter. Walked up in there. He come out here like this. What is your problem? What's your issue? I said, what are you talking about? And I said, why are you yelling at me like this? Lower your tone. You're like, so I did all of this for you. I spent all of these monies on you. I spent all of these monies on you and this how you treat me. I love you. I said, no, you don't. You're playing around because you ain't spend no time with me on the trip. You knew I had to work. Just yelling and stuff. I said, who are you talking to? I said, you better stop talking to me like a nigga and talk to me like a female. You don't sit up here yelling in my face like this. So whatever. Go back and forth with words. I don't remember what we all said for real, but I'm just like, at one point I was like, you know what? I'm just over this. Give me my shit. Give me my stuff so I can go. He's like, you're not getting your shit back. I said, so what's the point of me coming over here then? He was like, well, I thought that you would want to talk things through and that we was going to figure things out, but you didn't. I said, I'm like, that ain't got nothing to do with me for real. That's your issue. So whatever. He I don't even know what happened. But all I know, I said something to him. Because I was just like, you better fix the way you are. Because no American woman gonna want you. Because you're too stuck up in your ways. You need to go back to Ghana and find you an African woman. That's what I told him. And he gonna tell me, get the fuck out of my house. That's what he gonna tell me. I said, what? He said, you're not getting your shit back. You be lucky if I even mail it. Get the fuck out of my house. I said, I'll curse his ass out. I said, look, you bitch ass nigga. Don't nobody even want your ass anyway. With this sorry ass trip, boy. You broke as fuck. Like, I just want the fuck off on him, y'all. Whatever. I'm petty. Don't take me. Don't get petty with me if you don't want me to for real be petty. Because I can take it there. So he told me to get the fuck out of his house. I seen all his shit on his counter. I knocked all that shit on the floor. I said, who the fuck is you talking to? Pick your shit up off the ground, G. I'm petty. So, and I walk out the door. I slam it. I get back to the car. And mind you, I'm still sick. Like, I had caught a cold and everything. You taking me through all this unnecessary shit. So I'm sitting there in the car and I'm like, I know this nigga just did. And you still not gonna give me my shit. So I called the police. I called the police on him. I sure did. Hello, yes, this man is holding my stuff hostage. And I'm scared to go back upstairs because he just almost tried to hurt me. He knocked all his stuff off of his counter. He did threw mugs and everything. Please come, everything. Show up to his crib. Went and told the man to give me my stuff back. Didn't do it. The man came back downstairs. He's like, well, we know he has your stuff. We know. Because he just seems like that type of person. I'm like, I'm glad because you see it too. I said, I am scared for my life to go back up there. I am scared for my life. Because that man is crazy. I don't know what he's going to do to me. So whatever, they couldn't do nothing about it for real. I was just calling the police for real to be petty because you want to take it there. So after that, left it alone. The man went to Ghana for that whole month and a half. The man, he ain't come back till like January, mid-January. Calling me and everything. First thing in the morning, calling me from random numbers and everything. Because mind you, I blocked that man on everything. Deleted him, blocked him on everything. He calling me. So you don't want to talk about things and this, that, the third. I'm like, the moment you told me to get the fuck out your house, that was it for me. So I don't know what else you want to talk about. And he's just like, you know, I just want to work things out. And this, that, the third. Him still trying to come around, y'all. Still trying to come around. And at that point, I was just like, I just couldn't deal with it. So we just was like on and off talking while he was in Ghana. He finally came back and thought stuff was going to be cool. And he's just like, you know, I bought you this bracelet from Ghana, trying to make up for him not doing right the first time. So he bought this shitty ass bracelet, y'all. I didn't even like it. It's like brown and black with gold. Like, do it look like I would wear that? Do it look like I would wear that? No. So he's still trying to contact me and everything. I completely cut him off. He didn't leave me alone, y'all, until 3 weeks ago, when I told him I had a boyfriend. And I don't even have one. I had to tell him I have a boyfriend just for him to leave me alone. And his response is, oh, wow, Patience, that was very fast. Wow, like you moved on so fast. And mind you, one conversation we had, he gonna tell me that I need to slow down and not be so stubborn because I'm not getting any younger. This what this motherfucker gonna tell me. And you're older than me. You 2 years older than me, but you look like you're about 10 years older than me. Like, cut it out. Whatever. But yes. So, that was the story time. I hope that you guys liked it. I hope that you guys subscribe. So, the goal really is for me to push out at least 2 videos every week. So, you guys look forward to that. Probably just to maintain the audience that I currently have and add new people to my audience. I will still always include a dental assisting video. So you will find one dental assistant video every week and you'll find one random video every week of me doing something else, which this is the me doing something else. And then expect another video coming in this week of me talking about a dental assistant thing. So yes. But I hope that you guys like this video. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And check out my channel for new videos.